Alright, so with the lasagna cooking and the hope that the thing doesn't set off the smoke alarm, let's get into today's riddle. For yesterday, as a recap, I had to go take inventory of forks, candles, and lanterns. That was fun. I ended up missing one too. Anyway, with that out of the way, here we are at 12th December. So, here we go. As requested, you complete the inventory. Finally done, you can go back to that comfy sofa. The slight crunch makes you look up, and there is a leaf of paper sailing down onto you. Don't pick your nose now. Apparently you're under constant observation. How else could the resident have known exactly when you finished work? The already familiar scrawly hand has left you a new hint. It continues under the carpet. You roll the carpet to one side and discover the next secret door. You climb down to the trap door and stand in the hallway containing several doors. I feel like I would have taken at least a small nap first. You slowly walk past them, but they're all secured with a lock. No, that's not true. One door is ajar. You enter a kind of artist's studio. Perhaps one would call it an atelier. Atelier? Atelier? Here? Whatever. Artsy fartsy words. Peanut Gallery should be here for this. Apparently, this ominous puzzle fan is also interested in stone carving. Indeed, ice sculptures seem to suit him much better, as this lump of stone would need lots of imagination to look like a person. Perhaps it isn't a person, but a mythical creature? You turn with a shrug to look at the paints and brushes. Maybe the artist is a little more talented here. Unfortunately, only the most kitsch landscape painting awaits you. Some snippets of memory play around your head in which the name Bob Ross appear, but those lots won't get you anywhere. Oh, Bob Ross. There's another clue on the table. Something to do with a pair of scissors. Oh yes, hopefully you can cut up this hideous kitsch. You are slowly losing patience and would like to destroy something. Now open door 12. Behind it you will find two riddle cards, L1 and L2. Well, I'm not against destroying something. That's not my sanity for once. So here we go, door 12. I'll leave these aside for now and see what's inside the room. A little bit of blue stone paint on the door. Hanging pair of scissors and a light bulb. The top of the box is shown on the easel, along with a lovely dotted line around the mountain. Floor is a wooden floor with various painting tools and paint scuffs. The ceiling is solid. The right has a little wooden man from those Robaxacil commercials. Painting we can't see. Some office boxes and a roller and a bucket. On the left side has the aforementioned stone statue and what looks to be a leather apron. I'm still very concerned that I'm going to have to rip up even more of this box than I already have. As far as the riddle cards go, L1 has a standing square box thing. That's white with a black ribbon. And L2 has a green with a very pale light blue ribbon, just rectangular box. Laying down. Alright, let's crack these babies open. I'm really still afraid I'm going to have to cut up this mountain, or not cut up the mountain. To find the code, fold the... Fuck. To find the code, fold the mountain. Let your scissors along the massive waving flags will help with what sort numbers, middle, and you'll be happiest. Clearly, L2 has the other half of this statement. Fair enough. Here we go. To find the code you seem to lack, fold the mountain fully back. Let your scissors start to slide along the massive mountainside. Waving flags upon the snow will help with what you need to know. Sort numbers, middle, large, and small, and you'll be happiest of all. L1 has a red flag facing to the right on it. This thing might be dying. That flashlight. It's kind of sad. It's a really good flashlight. Oh, God. I've got to cut the top of that off. I've got to cut off everything around the mountain. On the top of the... Just like on the painting. Fucking really... Well... What's it saying in there? Seems to be a straight line across the actual mountain. I'm not accounting for any rocks involved. But once again, more precision cutting like this is probably better left to a box cutter or something. Or an X-Acto knife, but again, alright, I'm going to take off my headset for this because it's going to be a lot easier to maneuver without this cord tugging and me feeling like I'm going to break something. So if you don't hear me, tough luck. On a slightly closer inspection here, there is a cross up here, which is an interesting choice. Much as I'm sure somebody better than me could do this in one go, I'm making life easier on myself and just cutting it out in sections like that. What's next here? Turn this to the side. This one's going to take me a few minutes just alone for the fact that I handle scissors like a bull handles fine china. So I could have the microphone a little closer to me, but I'm not. Nor do I intend on, so suck it up. Alrighty. According to the painting in there, I am simply cutting out for the white parts of the mountain. As in the front part. The background mounting can apparently just go fuck itself. Which is probably helpful, because it doesn't look like there's anything in the back there that could truly help me. Because I do see the ski lift there. That looks to be about the entire mountain. Give or take a few. small pieces here. But you know what? I'm going to actually use my phone and show you. I'm not joking. They have a nice dotted line all along that picture. Yeah, I'll do it right. Shut up, hold on. Yeah, no. Take a look for yourself. I'm not kidding here. They want this thing gone. And far be it from me to disappoint them. I'm pretty sure I've gotten the vast majority of this done correctly. Now, obviously, it's not quite 100%. Because I still missed a fair bit of white and blue here, but again, barring the Canadian government allowing me to use objects sharper than a butter knife again, this is the best I'm going to be able to do. Another door damaged. Well, at this point, I don't know why I'm surprised. I really shouldn't be, and yet here I sit, am surprised. Okay, you're coming over here. There we go with that one. It's probably some of the cleanest cutting I've ever done, and yeah, I'll let that horror sink in for a minute. Okay. That's terrible, but otherwise a decently solid mountain. Cut out here. Yeah, just like the picture. Okay. So with that done, I'm really gonna take a fucking dirt devil to this tabletop when I'm done with this one. Fuck. Okay, find the code you seem to lack, fold the mountain fully back. Let your scissors start to slide along the massive mountainside. Waving flags upon the snow will help with what you need to know. Sort numbers, middle, large, and small, and you'll be happiest of all. Fold the mountain fully back, you say? Well, far be it from me to disappoint you. Okay. So with this fully back, this is approximately what I have. Damn, this thing is dying. Yeah, you can't. There we go, that's better. I can see that one red flag. The one in the middle, at the very bottom, is pointing close to the, I'd say somewhere around the 2. The one on the right there seems to be kind of hinting towards a 3. But the one over on the thing here, maybe pointing towards that 7 in the description on the back. You hastily grab your 7 things and race down the slope. Last your strength, you throw yourself into a niche in the rock as everything behind you is buried in snow. Yeah, I can think of it. I don't really have 7 things. The 4 is mostly covered up. And then 3 seems to be the closest number to that flag. 2 seems to be the closest number to the middle flag. And yeah, I know it's hard to see again. And that flag does have 7. Sort numbers, middle, large, and small, and you'll be happiest of all. I'll try to get this a little closer and show off a little better. Yeah. So this flag right here points towards the number 7 in the description. This flag right here kind of points towards the 2 and 24. And this flag right here points towards the 3 in the contents of the box, which is the 3 decoder strips, the 2 of 24 Days of Riddles, and the 7. So if we go by the numbers, middle, large, small, it should be 3, 7, 2. So let's give that a shot. Yeah. Glad that picture was there, though. I never would have wanted to rip this box apart. 3, 7, 2 gives us right, down, and bottom right with hexagon, L, and triangle, which matches what I have on my decoder table here. So, yes, it turns out we have solved Riddle 12 and gotten us to Riddle 13 by destroying more of this box than I thought necessary. Less than I intend to destroy, but more than I thought necessary. So, yeah. Aw, one of the clothespins fell out. Aw. Yeah, I know, these should probably get taken off, but I'm not going to. Oh, damn, I might not have a choice. It's not staying on. It's hanging loose unlike the rest of them. What the hell happened here? It's really wiggling. Damn, I don't know what happened to that one, but it don't want us to play around. Well, either way, it's time. That's kind of a redundant now. But let's look up the clues and solution for today's riddle and see just how correct I was. Other than, the fact that I've already solved it. So far the alarm hasn't gone off, so I'm taking that as a good answer. 9, 10, 11, here we go. 12. Here we go. On riddle cards L1 and L2, you will find 2 rather strange texts. At the first glance, this is a chain of disconnected words, but only if you look at each card on its own. Place them next to one another so that the 2 texts become one. The contents now make sense, right? But which mountain could it mean? Have another look around the room. Perhaps you will then know what this text is talking about. And perhaps you also now know what you need to do. Yes, a pair of scissors would be very useful. Why do you ask? That's not me. That's actually what it says. You will need riddle cards L1 and L2, room 12, the advent calendar box, and a pair of scissors. Second clue. Have you found the painting in room 12? It depicts the same mountain that can also be found on the inside of the advent calendar cover. That's pretty coincidental, right? You will also see a dotted line around the mountain on the painting in the room. Don't be afraid to cut away everything that does not belong to this mountain from the cover of the advent calendar. Then fold the flag backwards onto the back of the advent calendar. The red flag mentioned in the poem should now show you the solution, which it did. So it seems like some of my cutting was a little off, or maybe I just didn't fold enough. Not terrible, but nonetheless. Cut out the mountain on the advent calendar cover exactly as shown in the painting in room 12. You have to cut off and remove everything that does not belong to the mountain. Now fold the rest of the cover, i.e. the big mountain, backwards on the back of the calendar. The 3 red flags that are located at the edges of this mountain Look at what they point to. They point to the word 7, the number 2 in the field 24 riddles, and the number 3 of 3 decoder strips. According to riddles L1 and L2, the numbers need to be arranged according to middle, large, and small. This gives the code 372. Enter the code into the decoder table and then follow the arrows on the back. So, yeah, mine wasn't exactly this clean, but here's basically what it looked like. But, yeah. That's always helpful. Thing that lets me destroy this box is very nice. However, there's still a whole bunch of other colored flags we haven't used, and the weird ABC snow globes in this place, which is really weird, plus this weird little play arrow in the corner here. But I'm not supposed to be looking too much into this, so... And looks like day 13 has a whole bunch of animals. This better not be a memory game. I have a terrible memory. Regardless of which, that covers today's, and I'll be back, at least part of the box will be, for tomorrow with the next one.